A really big challenge empaths or those who are recovering from narcissist abuse face beyond the narcissist abuse unto itself is trying to get people to understand what on earth they went through, because for the most part, unless you've experienced it, you have no idea what it feels like. And the challenge is based on several things. Welcome to the Sigma Empath Podcast, the rant edition. I'm just going to go off on a tangent and share some pain points that I experienced as an empath with a narcissist, and I would invite you to have a dialogue, share your experiences. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? The objective here is to create a community where we can share and exchange ideas and experiences and philosophies and thoughts and solutions and answers to help ourselves become more empowered, more enlightened, more conscious as to what happened to us, with the objective that we can get over it in a much quicker journey, because narcissist abuse is devastating. When you share specific incidences of what the narcissist did to you, those incidences, isolated unto themselves, are no big thing. But it's what they do repeatedly, consistently, over time. It's death by 1,000 cuts. And I want to give you a couple of examples, and please do let me know, have you experienced either the same or something parallel? And one of their favorite strategies is triangulation. Triangulation, there is always a third party involved in your relationship. It's either an ex who is always in the picture, or it's somebody who is trying to get with them. And the only reason why this strategy works is that they've studied you. They understand your psychology, they understand your vulnerabilities, your insecurities, and so they keep poking and prodding at those issues. And so once they've identified, this is somebody who my partner, would be me or you, they realize, this person is a threat. Let me milk this situation, and now I'm going to copy, paste, repeat this scenario by bringing in multiple third parties. And I'm going to use a very personal example. And again, please let me know, have you experienced this level of triangulation? With my narcissist ex, and it was one in particular, who I just simply didn't know people could be this strategic, this dark, this twisted. And it had to do with her ex-husband, who was always somehow in the picture. And it would drive me nuts. And to magnify the triangulation, of course, there's gaslighting. And so he would always be in the picture, and she would always make claim that it was harmless, that they needed to talk, and that I was insecure, and that I should just simply let it go. And whether it was pictures of the ex all over her Facebook profile and Instagram profile, or whether it was just little updates, like he would always text her, and then he would send pictures of him. And I would ask myself, why does this man still need to be in your life? He's your ex. And the answer was, well, we were married for 10 years and I can't erase a part of my life. And a part of me, I understand that. I agree with that. You shouldn't erase a part of your life. However, your past does not belong in your present. On that note, let me know, should exes be removed from your current dynamics, or is that something that should stay in the past? At the time that I was going through this, I would go into chat rooms, and this is like 12 years ago now. I would go into chat rooms to try and get feedback. And the feedback was about 50-50. If you're insecure, you won't want anything to do with the ex in the picture. And other people would say blatantly, no, the ex does not belong in the dynamics of today. And of course, there's some gray area in what capacity is the ex in the picture. But he was always there, constantly there. And then there were the little drops of threat. Oh, can you believe so-and-so brought me a coffee at work today? That's so sweet of him. Knowing that Joe, let's call him Joe, has obviously wants in her pants, and he's sort of texting her inappropriately. And then she would just sort of magnify it and put it in my face. Oh, that was so cute. He wished me good luck on my audition today. And so she would put it in my face. And why it's so confusing is that They're not doing it in secret. They're putting it right up in your face as a proof of what I'm doing is innocent, it's harmless. But it was this continual bombardment. Now, let me preface or reiterate. A man buying my woman a coffee at work unto itself is not the threat. That's not what would make me feel insecure. It was the continuation of the behavior, and then him texting her sort of at inappropriate times, him sending pictures that were sort of dubious, just constantly being in the picture. And then the other thing that she would do, which would also drive me nuts, and again, do let me know, have you experienced parallels to this? And what magnified the pain is when I would share it with certain friends, they would just say, Vital, get over it, stop being so jealous, stop being so insecure, because it wasn't happening to them consistently over time. We would be watching a movie, and let's say there's some scene, a beautiful love scene with this beautiful, virile, sexy man, and she would always insert the comment, oh my God, he reminds me of one of my exes. We'd watch a cooking show. Oh my God, one of my exes could make that dish. He was so good at it. And she would constantly bring up the exes and elevate them. We'd travel places. Oh, I went here with my ex, with one of my exes. And it was just this continual bombardment, continual triangulation with a healthy dose of gaslighting poured on top of it. And again, it's when you try to explain it to people, it magnifies the wound because now you feel like it's all you, you're insane, you're crazy. The saving grace is through deep research in understanding narcissist behavior, I started to realize I'm not crazy. And through understanding and realize that I am not crazy, that my claims were valid, I started to feel a level of peace in my soul, because there's the abuse inflicted by them, and then there's the abuse that we inflict on ourselves because we start to think we have lost the plot, that we're insane, that we're insecure, that we're not worthy, that we're paranoid. And it all just magnifies and magnifies and magnifies. So two things, again, let me know, have you experienced parallel things? The gaslighting, of course, but the triangulation. Let me know about your triangulation experience. And then also let me know when you started to understand what the behavior was and what their strategy was, did it relieve some of your pain? My name is Vital Germaine. I'm author of the book, Pink is the Color of Empathy, and the book right here behind me, the poster, The Empath Way. I'm a life coach. I specialize in empath empowerment, and I help those who are on the road to recovery from narcissist abuse. Reach out, connect with me. The link will be either in the description below or go to my website at vitalgermaine.com. Thank you.